Yo, 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 what's good, y'all? On the road again. That's right. You know your boy always working. 4 different incomes, so I gotta make sure everything is on point. Nonetheless, it's your boy Tony the Savant. Y'all please like, subscribe, comment, share. It's the new channel. We're growing, we're getting it out the mud over here. If you've seen the intro video or the last video I did, you know what's going on. Thank y'all for everyone that's been rocking with me. You know what I mean? Through all the hoopla. I had to take a little hiatus to get things in order. Run some audibles. But now we back. Now we are back. It's your boy Tony the Savant. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. For sure, for sure. Y'all know my quote, man. I'm not a player. I'm not a coach. I'm a savant. Let's get into this video. Skip Bayless, one of the guys I despise in the mainstream media wave, is still on the hiatus. We have not seen Undisputed since, two major events, since Shannon Sharp has left and since the NBA Finals have commenced. And with all of the stuff that's been going on in the NBA off season, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-baffling to how one of the two biggest sports shows on TV right now isn't in the mix. Isn't dropping content, and it makes you wonder why. Is Skip Bayless not a strong enough personality to draw an audience and have him listen to sports? So y'all know my opinion. If you don't know my opinion on Skip Bayless, I think he's the trash. He's the epitome of bad media journalism, sports media journalism, and not just him. I mean, if I had to, I would say Skip is the GOAT, but Nick Wright is challenging him. Like Nick Wright is building up his resume to take that title from Skip. But nonetheless, Skip he's the GOAT of horrible sports media journalism. The one thing that I've always shot Skip Bayless bail on is his LeBron James take in the beginning. Back in like 2003 to 2012. We'll probably move a little further. 2015. Skip Bayless used to be on point with the LeBron takes, and most people, they would categorize me as a LeBron hater or whatever. But just being somebody that can evaluate basketball to an extent, you sound like a basketball realist nowadays if you tell the truth about LeBron. His resume ain't that impressive, but Skip Bayless was one of the first guys that I heard, in the sports, in the mainstream ways, actually telling like it is about LeBron. So, for a very short time there, I respected him. But with this recent, not even his recent, but Skip has had a very checkered history with disrespecting professional athletes, disrespecting professional coaches, disrespecting essentially anybody but Tom Brady and Michael Jordan over the years. And I kind of had my limit with Skip when him and Terrell Owens had their outing. I should take that back a little bit more. I believe him and Richard Sherman, they got into it. They spat before him and Terrell Owens got into it. But that was the first time I kind of looked at Skip, sideways, like maybe this dude is just a hater, man. And then him and Terrell Owens had their episode. I remember he and Eric Mangini got into it because Skip was getting very disrespectful with him. And and Chris Bosh, that was another one. Like, quiet as kept, Chris Bosh has always been one of my favorite. I ain't gonna say favorite players. I've always liked Chris Bosh as a player. You know what I'm saying? y'all know me, man. If you know me, you play 2K with me, man. I always got the power forward build. I might sometimes throw a guard in there, for a little while if my squad. If we don't have a legitimate point guard on our squad, I'll start a point guard build. But my favorite build is the point forward / point power forward. Anyway, Chris Bosh, I remember him and Skip having a dialogue. Chris Bosh asked the man to not disrespect my family name. And we've seen him do this with Westbrook as well. And Westbrook asked him the same thing, like, brother, you know what I mean? Talk about my game, talk about all that. Don't disrespect my family name, because there are people that have the Westbrook or Bosh name that don't play basketball. When they hear you disrespect the name like that, they take it a different kind of way than I do. But Chris Bosh asked his man in his face, right in his eyes. And do you know that Skip Bayless proceeded to his very next line was to call Chris Bosh Spice? You know what I mean? Just blatant disrespect. So I feel like everything that Skip Bayless is going through now is karma. And what capped it all off was he and Shannon Sharp's, little we can't call it little by any measure, but when they're blowing up because Skip Bayless decided he was going to disrespect Shannon Sharp in the name of Tom Brady. I'm sure everybody has seen and heard that interaction by now, but utterly ridiculous, so seeing everything, how it has turned out, how everything is culminating, is like, I'm of the opinion that Skip Bayless is getting what he deserves. He's getting exactly what he has had coming to him. I don't understand for any reason why Skip Bayless believes that the sports world revolves around him, or that his opinions actually matter, when the first time I heard of Skip Bayless was during ESPN Cold Pizza, but it was because of Rod Parker. You know what I mean? Him and Rod Parker used to have some good dialogue. But I was watching for Rod Parker, and it just so happens this evil looking man on the other side of him had some decent sports takes from time to time. But Skip never was like a draw to me. Like, I never just had to hear what Skip had to say about the NBA playoffs or something like that. I didn't really care about what Skip had to say about sports. But they forced him. They've been forcing him on the screen. They've been forcing us to listen to him. So, and when I say forcing us to listen to him, Skip is on one of the biggest sports talk shows undisputed. But he's also on one of the biggest sports networks on TV, Fox Sports 1. So even by accident, you're going to hear this dude talk about sports, especially with the social media and how everybody does clips and shorts and all that kind of stuff now. You're going to hear Skip Bayless even by accident if you happen to be a sports fan. So that's what I mean by force. But now that he's been forced to sit down and he hasn't been on screen on television for at least a month. I think it's a little bit longer. Like I say, I kind of tuned out. I know everything ended exactly when the NBA Finals did, but I tuned out a little bit before then, just because I knew that Shannon was leaving, and it just, I don't know. That Undisputed has always been a funny show to me, as far as being equally weird and equally entertaining. Maybe I'll do that for another show, but yeah, man, Skip is not on TV. It's been a while. I've been hearing rumblings of, him maybe even having to retire because Fox Sports 1 cannot find anybody that'll work with this man. There's nobody. I've been hearing now everybody's coming out of the woodworks with these memes and these wild theories. Man, at first it was LaShawn McCoy and I think everybody was thinking about Rob Parker. that probably could have worked with either one of those gentlemen. But ultimately, no, they're not coming over to Fox Sports 1. And then we get on down to, I've been hearing rumblings about Kwame Brown being Skip Bayless co-host. To that I say ha ha ha, because really, you think I don't think Skip Bayless would be able to sit across from Kwame Brown and handle that heat. You know, especially if Kwame come out, if it's bus life Kwame Brown, maybe, you know, if they don't pay him enough or whatever the case, if he don't change up for the check, you know, if it's bus life Kwame Brown up there, then Skip not gonna be able to handle that, the heat in that kitchen. You know what I'm saying? But also been hearing rumblings about LeVar Ball. It's just funny at this point. Here we go. Max Kellerman. Everybody's thinking that Max Kellerman's gonna go over there now. It's just funny, like I say, it's entertaining. Now it's just like they just saying anything to try to garnish some relevancy and some attention to surround Skip, man. But you know, the proof is in the pudding, and that's why I love sports media, man. When you're good at this, people will listen to you. The people will draw to you. You won't have to force yourself on people. You won't have to, you know what I'm saying, do all of the cap, the Nick Wright cap. You know, you just cherry picking stats or cherry picking things that make your particular favorite player look good. Man. You know what I mean? People eventually tune that out because all we want to see is good competition, you know, at the end of the day. Us as fans don't care about who you like. Us as fans don't care about your cap, you know what I mean? And now that Skip is learning that the hard way, hopefully it sends a message to all these other, you know, media pundits that just find themselves on the TV screen just saying crazy stuff. Kendrick Perkins, you know what I mean? Like, that dude is another clown. And it's amazing. I don't know if Kendrick Perkins loses his job in the ESPN firings. But if he is still on TV, how? Like, how? This dude is not interesting. He's literally made a living off cap. So, and maybe that may be the new direction for the mainstream guys, you know what I mean? Like, they got rid of a lot of the dudes that we came up on. So now, you know, who's going to replace these dudes? The guys that they kept, the people that they kept, ain't many of them true basketball analysts. You know, a lot of them are just, excuse my language again, cappers, man. They don't offer nothing but emotional rhetoric to the sports world. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this Skip Bayless situation. I've been, you know, tapped in, tuned in, especially to the media cats. Y'all know I got a personal gripe with those guys, and Skip just is one of those dudes on that list. And like I say, it's good to see him getting this this karma. It's good seeing Skip Bayless get this karma. I have not missed him at all on my TV or my phone screens. Not that one bit. You know what I mean? I get more of a kick watching Skip Bayless old stuff because that's when he was a little bit more, you know, grounded, a little bit more humble. Not that we could ever associate Skip Bayless with humility, but he wasn't just jumping on the screen, you know, piling on guys, you know, just kicking dudes while they down and all that kind of crazy stuff that he does now. So I'm happy to see it, and hopefully he don't never get back on that TV. Anyway, that's your boy Tony the Savant with another one. I didn't do my plug. Shout out to the BCE, the SEE. My boy Mello, that's the president. My boy Jeezy, that's the manager. Shout out to my cousin Hawk. She been on since day one. I love that, and I love you, G. Peace. That's that one for this one. Y'all be blessed. Salute. I'm not a player. I'm not a coach. Definitely a savant.